I can't help but laugh at some poor saps in the world today.
Why?
And yesterday.
Why?
He's looking at you, Andrew. Make eye contact.
It's not you at all. It's people who thought that they could buy the PlayStation 5 within going to all the stores.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
They say they have some. They should. I was telling Michael this earlier. If they were smart, they would say how many they have.
Yeah.
So it takes away everyone instead of just saying we have them.
Mm-hmm.
Because then everyone's just going to come thinking there's a bunch, but they probably only have like 50.
Yeah. Well, what's the main problem? They just don't have enough, and they're just not saying how much they have.
I think that is it. Yeah.
And then you get people like Michael, who have so
you mean
much.
People like me. I'm just like everyone else.
I
I
know, but
just everyone.
You're the only person I know who had this big of a story. I think who tried everywhere. I think. Damn. And I don't know. It just makes me laugh.
One person. It's
not.
You're
it's
just
not your situation that makes me laugh. It's
just one person.
Also, the memes that have come out of it, like how people feel so stupid because they can't buy one, and I feel like that's just super funny because you were gonna buy one, and boop, nothing. How many stores did you try though?
All of them.
Every single one?
The night before it's like release or whatever, I was trying everything. Nothing would work. And then Walmart was doing their, like, what would you call that?
Staggered release.
Yeah, staggered releases over the day. None of those. I didn't get any of those. I could make it to the checkout screen, and then it would freeze. And then that was it, sold out.
Fuck.
After that. Yeah.
So it would let you fill up the cart, and then bamboozle you at the end, like, that's fucking stupid.
Walmart and Target as well would bamboozle me if I was putting in my card info. Like, I didn't do it ahead of time. I was doing it there, and it would tell me that the information was wrong. It wasn't wrong. Like, it would tell me the expiration date was wrong. Nope. Mm-hmm. I had the exact same expiration date that was on my card.
Really? So it was just fucking like trying to stop you, like make it seem like it's your fault, and then hopefully so much time would pass, like, trying to fix all the stuff. Oh, they're out, sold out. Bye, sorry. But no, they were trying to do other ways to get you to not buy it or prevent you from even trying to buy it.
I've also never tried getting a console on launch before like this, so I don't know how this compares to the other ones. I don't remember. I'm sure this one's worse.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But it was just so annoying. I was just like, how are there so little that it's selling out in like 5 seconds?
I think it's because of the pandemic. It's got to be something like that, and also like so many people have bought these consoles already. Like I think I saw an article that said this is the biggest launch that Xbox has ever had. I think I saw something like that. I was like, holy shit, really? Like I remember seeing like so many things like, oh man, we'll see if they're gonna sell that well, but apparently they have because everybody's bought them.
I remember you saying that in the podcast.
Oh hell yeah, I didn't think that, but obviously proven wrong with these sales, which is a good thing. None of us, me and Andrew, didn't try to buy a new console. Not there yet, but I don't think we would have had any luck. Did you think, Michael, maybe you should just go in person somewhere to see if they have one?
Hell no. I wasn't gonna try and fight off all the other people trying to get like the 10 that they have in the store.
Come on, dude. You're strong enough. You could have done it. You work out.
I don't want to get stabbed. It doesn't matter how strong I am. Knife's going to go right through me.
You would have to have gone Thursday night or Wednesday night, whenever it was.
Mm-hmm. But like you never thought, let's just go to the store. Why not? Let's see it.
I don't know if they
so few places even had them physically. Like most places, they announced that they weren't going to have them.
COVID, bro.
That's not why.
It
is that really why they wouldn't carry the console?
I'm sure that's why. That's one of the reasons. And then also probably because they didn't have a lot. So there was probably no fair way to say like, okay, this store gets this many from the warehouse. This store gets that many. They're just like, no, keep them all in the warehouse. And everybody has a fair shot.
Was this just PlayStation 5 or did Xbox have like a kind of a terrible launch too? I don't know. I have no idea. All I've heard was PlayStation 5 memes. That's why I know about it.
What do you mean terrible? Like nobody could get it?
Like nobody could get it. The site would glitch up or freeze or something.
I know
like that.
It sold out really fast.
But nothing
I'm assuming it's the same problems. Like I saw on Twitter at least, like people were like laughing like, "Oh man, this is such an epic fail by Xbox. Like Sony's gonna do so much better with their launch." And nope.
I mean, they
Just
fucked up
as-
when they actually
just
launched
as
it. The
horrible.
pre-orders. They
Yep.
said on their little conference it's gonna go up tomorrow, and then sure enough, it
Yep.
went up an hour later.
Yep. I think it's fair to say I think both sides have done not the best job
Yeah.
with the launch of either one and the pre-orders too, because I know it was a mess for
That
Xbox
too.
as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know. I think the main problem is with the pandemic. I know the company who does all the like microchip manufacturing for both consoles. They're having a lot of problems because of the pandemic, just being able to produce enough stuff. So I think that's a pretty big constraint. That's why both consoles are in pretty short supply right now.
Wow. That's pretty
I
rough.
missed my shot. Now I don't care. No, throughout the day I was just like,
Skipping the
do
generation.
I really want it? Like, do I want it that bad? But I think that's me trying to convince myself. It's okay. You didn't have
to
to
compensate?
But are you still going to get it though? Like eventually, or is it
Hell
so
yeah.
sour in the mouth that you're like,
What?
Nah.
Now he's gonna wait. PlayStation 6, I'll try.
No, not like not never gonna get it, but like this year. I'm saying like this year probably won't get it, or you're gonna think I'll try it Christmas.
I'll probably try around Christmas time, around the holidays when they put out some more.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Good
try
luck.
and I'm not gonna try and get the ones that they're selling. People are trying to sell for like $1,000 or $2,000.
2,000.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I still want one. I'm not like who was it? There's some people I saw on Twitter. They're laughing at the people getting them. They're like, huh, why are you guys getting them now? Why not wait for like 2 years when they're actually like useful? And I'm like, I still want it now. Like the games can still look better now if I play it
Yeah.
on the PS5.
Well, especially the PS5, yes, because they have new games that are launching with it. I think, right?
Yes.
So that's a good thing. Xbox
Yeah.
doesn't have that yet, so it's a one up on them. But yeah, but usually like within like the next 2 years, they might have like a
Shut up.
PS. They might have like a PS5 Pro Slim or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe they won't. But if they have that option, I would probably wait till the upgraded version of it. You know.
Are you gonna wait for the upgraded version of the Series X?
Possibly. I mean,
No,
if-
you're not.
I
Liar.
might, dude.
No.
Okay,
Bullshit.
so it depends. It really depends on when, like, how long I will wait for the console. If it's like 2 years and they're planning to put out an Xbox One X, or not Xbox One X, Xbox Series X Slim, or better edition, I'll just wait for that. Then get the basic Xbox.
Why are you
Series
assuming
X.
slim?
That's just usually the
What if they go
the-
bigger?
They could, but I'm basing
I'd be
it
fine
off
with
of what they've done in the past.
Just
and usually
wide, just
in
really
in the
wide.
past, what they've done is they've made them more powerful but smaller. So that could be a
Alex,
thing.
just to temper your expectations, I think that's not going to happen in the next 2 years.
Why would that not happen?
Uh,
I'm loving this.
It's kind of a complicated thing, but just to simplify it a little bit,
Wales.
technology
That's
is kind of hit a wall. So the only reason why they could come out with the Slim is because technology got so much better so quickly that they could make the same console just a lot smaller, taking up a lot less power, generating less heat, which is why they could make it smaller. And
Yeah.
it slowed down a ton in the last 4 or 5 years. So it's very unlikely that in 2 years that they'll be able to make a Slim version.
We'll see.
Maybe in 4 years.
Possibly. Okay. Well,
Fucking old ass
4
Alex
years?
is so waiting. Oh, finally, I'm gonna get it. Now I'm gonna get it.
no, I don't know. I don't know if I'd wait that long. I was hoping in 2, but I don't know. Probably not. But whenever Halo comes out, I think I might get it then. That'd be another reason.
So it's
reason
just
for me
what
to
you
get
said before, just
Yeah, just
gone.
it. True, but I believe Halo won't come out until next year. So
You're
we'll
gonna
see.
play Halo?
Yeah.
well,
It's
that's
already
what
not.
they've
It's
said.
already not coming out until
Yeah.
next year.
Not.
They've
I
said
mean,
it.
next fall is when I believe it'll come out.
He's not predicting anything, folks. They already said next year.
I next
Boom.
fall. Sorry
Roasted.
about that.
Done.
Sorry about that.
Get
Next
'em outta
fall. That's when I think. But yeah. What about you, Andrew?
What?
How have you been?
Fine until this.
Black Ops. What do you mean fine?
What do you
You're
mean
more
fine?
than
You've been-
fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
enjoyed this entire
Alex,
week.
was just-
Fine.
Alex
Come
was
on.
just sucking the mood out of it. Oh, I was dying during that whole exchange. I think because Alex was just fence sitting on like can you please decide what you're
Well,
gonna say?
I have to be very cautious when I'm spending my money. I don't want to be like buy it 1 year and then surprise, new Xbox, slimmer, better, more efficient, and then be gypped out. I don't want that. Don't you see that, Andrew?
But that's like that's a problem that's always going to exist because they're always gonna.
But it's also a problem that you could easily avoid if you just wait long enough. But if you don't, if you're so, what's the word? Help me out, guys. Help me out, please.
No,
I
in the
don't know where your
past,
train of thought's
when they
going.
come out with the slim version, as you say, it's usually not as good, right? There's
No.
like a
No. What are you talking about? The Xbox One X was way better than the older Xbox.
That's not a slim
that's
version.
not a slim.
It is slimmer.
So, 1S.
No, the Xbox One X is much slimmer
No.
than the
One
other
S
Xbox.
is a slim version. 1X is a different console.
But it's slimmer.
It's not the point.
It's
Just
slimmer.
stop talking. You don't know what you're talking about.
If I put them side by side, the
It's
Xbox
slimmer.
One X
Shut up.
is
One
much
S,
slimmer.
1S.
All right. Well, I'll give you that one. Okay, I'll give you that one. But if it's a better console, more powerful,
Then it's more expensive than the one that came out before, so you're still spending more money.
true,
Oh.
but that one would be a bit basic and
I tapped
dated
out
a bit.
for the listeners.
True.
It's you three now.
We're back to Black Ops, right?
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Tap them back in. Get them back.
Black Ops Cold War is finally out.
Andrew, you take lead.
It is out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Alex, for shutting the hell up. Yes, Black Ops Cold War is now out. You can get it on all platforms. It is, so far from what I've played, everything I've ever wanted in another Black Ops game. I am thoroughly satisfied. Thank you to everyone at Activision and Treyarch for making such a good game. I really appreciate it.
What do you like about the game?
Now hold on. On the other side of this coin, Alex, take the floor. Give your 30-second impression. Nope, you're not tapping out.
I don't know if you guys have,
30
but
seconds.
I've beaten the campaign, enjoyed it quite a bit. Love zombies to death. I feel like it's a great, God. I feel like it's a great tread back, but also a process forward for bringing it like more familiar to myself. And I hate the multiplayer.
Okay, that was under 30 seconds. Good job, Alex. Proud of you.
You're getting better. You're getting shorter.
Michael,
about
you
you,
want to
though?
go? You're probably more on the positive side.
I love it. I love that the wait is finally over for me and Andrew. I love how fast it is. I love I love how it's less Modern Warfare-y, if that makes
I do
sense
too.
to the listeners. It's
Dang.
different. I didn't want the same game.
Shot right to Alex's heart.
Yep, that's where it was meant to go. Because I wanted Black Ops. I didn't want Modern Warfare again. Modern Warfare and a half. So I'm satisfied, and I'm very excited to keep going in it with Andrew.
Yes, very much so.
And I'm probably between Michael and Alex. I am no longer the least negative, I guess. All the problems I had with the beta, they're still a problem. I don't think they changed a single thing. I've run across less snipers, though. But when I have run across them, they're still... Oh, I hate them so much. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, they'll just be like, oh, I'm just going to hide. Let me jump up real quick. Boop. Yeah. But yeah, zombies, surprisingly, it was very fun. I was watching Andrew's stream the day it launched because I hadn't bought it yet. And, like, I was watching him play the multiplayer. I was like, it's okay. It looks more or less the same. But as soon as he launched zombies, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm in. I bought it right there.
All right. Now, Alex, what the hell is your problem? Why do you hate multiplayer, old
All right.
man?
All right. So I've said this before,
That would be my argument against you, just old man.
and I've said
You
it
can go,
before, and I'll say it again. I don't think that Black Ops improves anything that Modern Warfare has already stated out and put out.
I don't think they
Gunplay, graphics, engine overall, audio mixing,
Now, hold on.
everything.
I would
And
argue that, well, first of all, why would they? Why are they trying to top the other game? And then second, they didn't do it, and it's still a good game. So
I feel
don't-
well because I'm such a big Modern Warfare fan that when you have a new game that is tonally and engine-wise runs
Tonally.
differently, I feel like you got to try at least because let's be real, that Modern Warfare engine was a big leap in their whole way of gameplay, right? It felt new, it felt fresh, it felt like like an actual newer game.
I would
Not
take
like
fresh out of that.
You would?
Yeah,
Yes,
I would
I
take
would.
fresh
I
out.
think it was pretty fresh. I mean, especially with like the ability to mount was introduced, kicking open doors, kind of using like the doors to be tactical in a way. Night operations was pretty fun, or night modes. Sorry, those were pretty fun. And I feel like with this one, you take out mounting, you take out opening doors and closing doors, and using that ability to kind of play the games in your own way that you want to, taking out the night missions and all that. It felt like a tread back for me, sadly. And I didn't want that. I thought it would move forward from that. I thought that they would, kind of try to do what Modern Warfare did. But Black Ops would do the same thing. But they didn't do that. And that's just my overall in general problem with the game. I think it's still fun with you guys. I love zombies. The campaign was great. And yeah, that's just where I stand on that.
I would say, well, one, the main summary of it is that it's just not taking up where Modern Warfare left off.
Yes.
Now, I don't even have to. I can just say your sentence against you. Why would it take up where Modern Warfare left off? It's not Modern Warfare, it's Black Ops.
I know.
It's an entirely different organism.
But I feel like with this one, because it's not futuristic anymore, and you're right, it's back in the 80s, I feel like this was a perfect opportunity for them to use that Modern Warfare engine just in a different era, right? It's more realistic, I would say, than the other past 3 Black Ops, right? It has to be, because, those were in the future. So I feel like using that engine would have benefited that era more and made it more realistic and gritty and all that. And I'm not saying, make it full-on copy it, but take those elements of that engine or something with it and kind of make it your own a bit. And this one just kind of feels like, again, it just feels like a step back for me.
So you just want them to take what they've done and just tweak it, and that's it?
Tweak it, leave the engine, leave the era, let the era speak for itself, right? Use the technology that they had in that era, put that into the game, and then you'll be able to create modes and
Can I tap in real quick?
Before you go, one more thing, and then Michael's gonna jump in.
Go ahead.
That is just Modern Warfare,
but
80s.
but
that's just the spinoff. I'm sorry.
Can I tell you this though? I still okay. You know what? Go ahead, Michael.
No, I was gonna chime in for Zach because you said engine like 20
Yes.
times, and I think at this point you're starting to use it wrong.
You've used
I don't
it
think
wrong
so.
every single time. Yes, I guarantee you.
Zach. Okay, the engine is what the game is made around, correct?
It's made from.
Sure,
So-
made from.
Yeah, gameplay has nothing to do with the engine.
What? What are you talking about?
You can take the Modern Warfare engine and remake the exact same way Black Ops is playing. You can do that.
I don't know.
That
what
is
means.
an artistic choice. The way that they designed the game, how it is, how it plays, that's their choice. That has nothing to do with the engine.
So why does it look so bad?
That is actually one thing that has to do with the engine. That's
Okay.
called rendering technology. Because they're using the old engine, they have to make everything more simple. That's why there's less stuff on the ground in the environment. It's a lot simpler. That's because they're on the old engine.
That's why the guns look plain.
Yeah, that too. Because they can't have these super high resolution models because the engine's so old and antiquated that they can't have these crazy detailed things that they had in Modern Warfare.
So the movement and all that has nothing to do with
That's
the engine.
their choice. They made it that way on purpose.
Okay, got it.
There you go.
So
Stop
one, I
saying
would
it.
say another. Well, before Michael, you go. I'll let you do it.
I didn't have anything to add myself. I just knew Zach was itching, and I knew Alex wasn't gonna stop for a while.
I was mad.
I was waiting to finish. I was going to finish.
I was
guys
picking
come in.
up on what you were doing wrong, so I was like, we need to nip this in the bud really quick.
So
before
it's
it
not
just
the engine.
keeps
It's just the
going.
style, the stylistic
I mean,
choice of the way
they
that
should
wanted it
move
to go.
on, and they will, I think. But just
Yeah.
because, I've said before, they only had 2 years to make this game, they couldn't do it in time.
Yeah.
But I think the next one,
There was
it'll
all
be on
those
that Modern
behind the
Warfare
scenes problems that were going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now-
Blame, who was it? Sledgehammer? That,
Yeah,
threw in the
Sledgehammer.
towel. We won't do it.
I don't think they threw in the towel.
No,
I think
no,
Activision
yeah.
was like, nope, this is bad.
I bet.
It
yeah.
wasn't good, or they didn't finish, and then they let Treyarch come in and
Yeah.
take over.
But go
Take
ahead.
the
Andrew.
lead.
You
I was
have
gonna
the floor.
say, well, one, since after Zach's clarification, it just sounds like you don't like the style that Treyarch brings.
Yeah,
Their choices.
I really
you
don't.
just flat out don't like their choices.
I really don't.
So
know.
one, I would say, since there's two different games, they should. Isn't it better that they don't make the same choices? Why would you want them to both make the same choices? Then why? There's no incentive to buy Black Ops at that point. Like, let's say you get everything you want. There is no incentive to buy Black Ops. It's the same. You're just buying it to play the 80s campaign.
Yeah.
That's it. The multiplayer is exactly the same. It just looks different. Different guns. And that is literally it. You don't change anything else. Why would anyone buy that?
Well, I think that that they should have changed it up. Why is because I feel like a lot of people when they played Modern Warfare.
Answering my question.
One of the biggest things. Well, no. Here's the thing. This is why they should have not had it so arcadey in the first place. All right.
We weren't arguing with that.
What
I'm
were you
saying
arguing?
if they make it the same way that you want it, what is the incentive to buy it?
New campaign, new era.
Besides that, I just said
New era?
that's all you're gonna get.
Their game modes that they have in there, they don't have the same
That's
game
gonna
modes.
be the same game modes as in. You got your way. It's the same. It's just the 80s. What's the incentive to buy it?
The 80s, Black Ops, the story, Woods.
It's not Black
like
Ops
what you've
anymore.
said.
It just has the name. It's not actually Black Ops. It's Modern Warfare.
I
It just
don't
has
understand.
a Black Ops sticker on
I
it.
don't understand.
You're saying that you don't like Black Ops because of the style changes that they do, the way you actually move, the mechanics of all the weapons, the mechanics of the actual player himself.
Yes.
TTK.
Almost every aspect of that game is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to get it your way and they just make it Modern Warfare, it's just different setting, and the guns are different. What incentive is there to actually buy it besides the different campaign? There is none.
I've said it. Game modes, era.
That's not.
That's why I play Call of Duty. That's why I play Call of Duty. That's why I
not
buy
worth
it.
to buy $60 for. Everyone will just stay on Modern Warfare.
Well, here's what I would say. I want them to make the best game possible that they can make. The best game. And
They can't do that
All
every
right,
time.
I want him to finish because I'm gonna nuke him after this.
And I just don't feel like the Black Ops way, the Black Ops look, is the cream of the crop of FPSs right now. I think Modern Warfare was. So when I look back at it, and I look at both games, like this one just looks and feels better. This one doesn't. And like when people see that, they're gonna realize, I feel like they will, like hang on, this game isn't all that worth it. They needed to keep that engine and keep the same energy, but put it in a different era for them to still sell more. I think that if they did that, they would still sell a lot of copies.
I think I'm predicting this. I'm sorry, Alex. You're gonna get Modern Warfare 2 again.
Huh?
You're gonna get Modern Warfare 2 again. Which is
What are you talking
which is
about?
good. You remember Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2?
Yes.
You're gonna get that. I'm predicting
Uh-huh.
this. You're gonna get Modern Warfare 2. It's gonna be so fucking good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a goddamn hit.
Huh?
But you know what that means, right?
What?
You're gonna get Modern Warfare 3.
You know what?
And you're gonna get burned, and
I
you're
think-
like, what is that?
I think at that point, I think.
And you're back to your vicious circle of life.
See, but you know what? I feel like they could change that though.
You might get Modern Warfare 2, but you might just get Modern Warfare 3 right off the bat.
We might.
That's gonna fucking. I'm gonna laugh.
We
I'm
might get
predicting
that.
That's what's gonna happen.
We might get that.
You
but
might get the stellar game that you want, but I think inevitable you're gonna get Modern Warfare 3 again, and you're dead.
You know, it could happen. I have no absolute faith that they won't do that again. But there's a sliver of hope that maybe they've possibly learned that Modern Warfare 3 wasn't very good in its own. I don't know why it wasn't good, but it just wasn't very good. I still to this day don't know.
2.5.
I don't know why it wasn't very good. I really don't. I think the player base just dropped, and
You
it was
wanted
just
more
bad.
Modern Warfare 2. They gave you more Modern Warfare 2.
I know that, and I
I don't
liked
see the
it.
problem.
But the
It was
majority
too much
of
of
the
a good
people didn't
thing,
like it.
Alex.
Possibly, possibly. But that just shows you how me and him have just so separate taste on Call of Duty. And he's always been the Black Ops guy. I mean, he enjoyed it.
I like Modern Warfare, the new one that came out.
I know, but when Black Ops came, you were quick to just shove it away. Remember the stream?
Well, it's
A
Black
new
Ops.
game.
I know that.
It's a
but-
new game, and it's rebooting the old Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
I love the old Black Ops. That doesn't mean I'm not going to touch Modern Warfare again. I enjoy Modern Warfare for what it is,
Mm-hmm.
but the people that ran Modern Warfare also brought us Modern Warfare 2, which is a good game. It has its problems that have shaped all of the Call of Duties ever since.
Yep.
But they also gave you Modern Warfare 3.
Yes.
Which was
Little
shit.
caveat here, though, they didn't make Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3. I'm sorry to say, but it has the same
Modern
title.
Warfare 3 was made by the people who were supposed to make this year's Call of Duty.
I'm
Sledgehammer
still
Games.
predicting he will get. No, I'm not saying he's gonna get like them making Modern Warfare 3.
No, but I'm just
saying
saying, like,
the
I
idea
think-
of Modern Warfare 3. He's gonna get. He wants. I want more. They're gonna give you more, and
Yes.
it's not. You're gonna be like, oh, it's not the same. I'm sorry. That's what's gonna happen to you. I'm
But isn't
predicting
that
it now.
with like every Call of Duty though? Like it just happens over and over
No.
and over again.
Every Black Ops after Black Ops 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4, have all been different. All of them.
But do you think that they'll do that again?
I don't know. They might. They're actually the people that make the Black Ops games are more willing to change the Modern Warfare. The at least in the Modern Warfare games that they've actually put out, they don't change
Yeah.
at all. I mean, the first 3 games they didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they do. I don't know. Hopefully, I prefer it to change. I don't think the fucking people that play Modern Warfare do. So
Black Ops Cold War 2, future.
I don't fucking know. I don't like speculating on what other people are going to do, especially if I don't actually talk to them. So 'cause we can just sit here, oh, it's a Viking game. It's a fucking cowboy game.
Yeah.
We can do this literally forever. Why would I do that? It's a waste of my time.
It's kind of
But
fun.
I don't know. No.
Black Ops Cold War 2. Imagine that.
That would be like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It's the same shit. Why would I want that?
I don't know.
You're not thinking clearly. You just want the same, but you're never going to get the same. So,
I know.
why would you want the same?
I don't know, man. I'm sick like that.
You are sick.
I'm sick like that.
You are? I
I'm
mean,
so-
you play 2 games, 3 games?
But I have
You're
fun
sick
though.
as fuck.
But I have fun.
But you're sick.
You're sick.
I have
You've been
fun.
playing the
Still
same
sick.
3 games since 2010.
Hey, as long as I'm having fun,
Ugh.
that's all that
I'm
matters.
not convinced that you are having fun anymore.
Oh,
I think you're
fuck.
just-
No, you're
just numb. You're numb
Numb?
and you're just going
He's
through it.
dead inside.
No, I'm not dead. I'm not numb. I'm having fun.
I mean, you played Skyrim till The Witcher 3, which is like, I think over 5 years.
Yes.
And then you're going to play The Witcher ever since until, I guess, The Witcher 2 or 3.5 or Skyrim 4, whatever the next Skyrim is.
Yeah.
That, to me, that's numb as fuck.
Okay.
Then Battlefield every year's burned you.
Okay.
to a
Okay.
crisp.
Okay. Gears 5, Halo 5.
I mean, Gears 5 was amazing.
Okay.
Did you play it?
Did you play Skyrim? Amazing.
I did. I did not like it.
I did not play
They
Gears 5.
lied to him.
Did you play The Witcher 3? Amazing.
I did. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't played it since I beat it.
I know that.
It's not like you know what? Again. You know what? Again.
Dude,
And again. And again.
I want to play it again.
Ugh.
I want to play it for a 3rd time. Damn.
But you don't play anything else.
I know. Well, I don't want to play anything else.
Ugh.
You know what? I was going to download this game called Enlisted,
I know what
but it's
that
not
is,
on
but
the.
you tell
It's
these
not
two.
on the series. No, it's on the.
This already
Xbox One.
sounds.
You tell them.
Just the name.
I want to see
Well, I
Michael's reaction.
believe it's a World War II shooter. I believe. I've seen a trailer for it, or a snippet of a trailer. It looked like a World War II shooter. I was like, that could be pretty cool. And it was a different game. It wasn't Call of Duty, Battlefield, nothing. It was like an indie game, and I was like, this could be interesting. But it wasn't available, so
It's still a
Set on me.
shooter.
I know. But I wanted to play.
How
it,
much
though.
World War II do you need in your fucking life?
I need so much World War II. I love World War II. I love it.
Oh my god.
See, that's why we're saying you're numb. 'Cause that's all you want. You want your dumbass knockoff Lord of the Rings. What is that game called? WoW shit. And then World War II. That's it.
Yeah, in my head, I'm trying to come up with some kind of analogy for what's happening here, and the best I can come up with is like Alex and Andrew go out for pizza. Alex
Oh,
tries the
fuck you.
pepperoni. Oh, I love this pepperoni. Andrew tries the combination pizza. Oh, I love the combination pizza. They come back again. Andrew's like, you know what? I like the combination, but I'm gonna try something else. Alex is like, I love the pepperoni so much, I'm gonna do it again, and then again and again and again for months, and then one day. They give him the pepperoni, and he's like, this tastes different. What's wrong with the pepperoni? Like, oh, we switched brands. It's still pepperoni, though. Nope, it's not the same. No, it's pepperoni, sir. Nope, not the same pepperoni I liked. And that's what's happening here. You got pepperoni again, Modern Warfare 3, but it wasn't your pepperoni, bitch. And then you won't try anything else.
Then that's my
until
fault,
you
then.
get that pepperoni, you won't be satisfied.
That's my fault then, man. That's just me. I'm sick.
Yeah, you're
I
sick.
told you, I'm
But
sick.
no, but you complain as if it's everyone else's fault, but it's your fault that you're like this.
Well, it's just because I'm very selfish. I want them to make a game for me and not for anybody else. I mean, doesn't everybody think that in
No.
some way, though?
No,
Like, in some way.
no.
Like, I want this made for me.
You know what I do? I'll say, you know what? I would like them to do this. That would be cool. Or you know what? I think this would be better than that. But I don't. That's it. It's just a little thought for a couple seconds, and then whatever game it is, I play it. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. That's it. And I move on.
Which game the last game you played that burned you or felt that you were burned?
Oh, PUBG.
PUBG?
But that's a little different because I don't. The game itself, fine. The people that run the game, I don't like. I don't like the people that run it. They've made awful decisions
Gotcha.
ever since.
Gotcha.
So I don't play that game because of them, not because of the game.
Got it.
It's mainly because of the people that run it.
Have any of you guys beaten the campaign yet?
No.
Well, you did it in one sitting, and none of us are freaks like that.
I did beat it in one sitting.
Why would you do that?
It
Do
was
you remember
pretty
the whole story?
I do, and it's very short though, so that's why I
Interesting.
beat it so quickly. But I
Well,
thought
you
that
also-
was pretty
You
good.
also
though.
didn't do it fully, like what they wanted you to do, right?
Yeah, so there's side missions that you could go on, but I
And
feel
you
like
didn't?
Don't
so
spoil it.
I think I did on one of them because
Just yes or no?
I did one of them. I think one of them I didn't do. I think there's
Okay.
two. I think I don't know. I could be wrong.
You just kept hitting next mission,
Oh yeah.
next mission.
No, I
And
think because like I don't think like it's gonna like change like anything big in the story. That's why I thought that I was just like, okay, let's just play the game, you know. And I was surprised because like as I was playing it, I saw like there was like, I guess this is a spoiler. There's choices in the game.
Yeah,
that you can
shit.
make.
Shut up.
It's not a spoiler. I just said mechanic.
You just said this might be a spoiler.
This might be, but I don't think it is. There's like choice boxes that you can make in the game,
Yes.
and I was thinking like, ooh, is Andrew gonna like this?
They've had that. They've done it before in Black Ops 2.
Oh, really?
It's a Black Ops thing, Alex. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Didn't they have it in any of the other Modern Warfare games?
They had it
Or
sort
any
of
other games.
in Modern Warfare, but it was just
one-offs?
like in Modern Warfare, it was just like a kill this person or don't. I think, and it wasn't like multiple choices. I think it was just like two. I think, but yeah.
This
I
sounds
the
like it
campaign,
didn't
though.
happen. You're losing confidence in this.
No,
the
no,
more
no,
you
no.
speak.
No,
That's the sentence.
no, I'm sure. It wasn't like Black Ops Cold War like that. It was a bit different. But yeah, enjoy the campaign. How are you liking it so far?
I think it's great. It kicks off really well. The intro thing sets it up really well in like a video, even without having any of the actual main characters speak. It's just narration. But overall, from what I play, I like it a lot.
How about you, Michael?
I love it because Woods is in it. Woods is back. They didn't have him in.
And
Like
having
half
Modern
of the
Warfare, and I
old-
was like, you know what? I miss Woods. That's a negative for me.
The only box I couldn't check for this game was Sam Worthington as Mason.
Oh,
they have
very
someone
sad.
else voicing him. I'm like,
It was weak, huh?
why bother?
Big L, big ol' L.
He's probably busy doing Avatar 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
Mhm.
So
5.
they couldn't afford him
7.
anymore.
Oh yeah.
Eight.
The one thing I will say about the campaign is it's not even like the actual campaign, but some of like the cutscenes horribly lag on the Xbox One X, to the part where it's like the dialogue will finish, but like another minute of just like a cutscene will keep playing and it'll be all slow and shit. That only happened like maybe every other cutscene, but it was still okay.
And
Yeah.
that happens in multiplayer. Like anytime you unlock a new operator and
That happens in
like
the-
tries to do a
the menu.
cutscene. Yeah. that-
When you boot up
Yeah.
the game.
I think the game itself is just pretty buggy. And I'm saying pretty lightly.
Well, I'm thinking to make it a more general topic, kind of move away from just Call of Duty. The whole thing where everything is online, even the menu.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know when... Because I remember... Because I know you guys play more games, especially Zach, because he's had PC for a while, but this old indie game, Plants vs. Zombies 2, was the first time I saw or even heard of this thing where there is no actual menu. It's just you play the menu. Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And it worked in that game. I don't know what the fuck is up with that game, but it works in that game. But when they tried it in Call of Duty, it was the biggest shit show of all time in World War II. It took them like actual months to figure it out, and I don't even think it worked properly by the time the next Call of Duty came out. So it's just, I mean, they
were just out of their element.
They kind of stopped. I think a majority of the game stopped that, because I know Destiny also did that too. That little hub before you actually played anything, like the actual game. But now we're just stuck in this thing where even just the menu is online. Like, I remember Gears of War is still like that. Gears 5, the menu's online. There is no just offline. Or if there is, it's super downgraded because there's supposed to be your constant friends list. Everything is up to date. You're supposed to be able to access the store. All on the menu, but it's all online. So I feel like a majority of that, the cutscenes, and even the menu barely being able to play the little display video, is because the menu is online.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we're ever going to get out of that and go back to normal.
I don't think so. I think that this is easier for them. Like, it's
It's all about being connected, Andrew. Being connected, cross-platform, cross-games, cross-gen, everything.
That too, they've already, like, pretty much, they're already full on in cross play, so it's like you can't go back now.
Well, I'm fine with that. I'm just not fine with the menu being online. I feel like that shouldn't be online.
But I don't know. I feel like that has to happen because it is cross play. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, that, and then it's also a security measure.
Yeah.
For cheaters and like people that are hacking. Like, that is their easy way to detect, like, oh, like in between games, are they doing anything fishy? Because if the menu and everything wasn't online, there'd be no way for them to tell.
Yeah, that too. And they're still cheaters, but
so I mean, even that's not enough. That's why like, even if they take it away, imagine how much worse it'll be.
Dude, I think I've never come across any cheaters in any Call of Duty.
In Warzone.
Yeah. Where they shoot through a wall and kill you?
I have done it twice. I have 100, no doubt, twice. Twice. But I was so stunned and in shock of, like, what happened that I didn't even think about reporting them. Like, the second time that happened, I straight up couldn't shoot my gun.
Really?
I held it. It was really quick. And I was like, wait, what? What happened?
Yeah.
Like, why did I die so fast and nothing happened? And then after it was over, I was like, motherfucker, I didn't even fucking shoot my gun.
Fuck.
And I can't remember what the other thing was, but it's definitely only happened twice, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, no question about it. That guy was hacking, but that's just me.
I was so used to hearing hacks of, like, aim bots and like that's like about it, or like shooting through a wall stuff. So hearing this, like, locking your gun, that's scary.
Well, that's happened to our younger brother before, like on Siege. Like, I remember he was telling me, like, their game didn't work, their whole team, because they all I don't know how many people were on a team, but they had a full team of friends playing, and then that shit did not work.
I'm also very cautious sometimes when Andrew says someone was hacking, because I'm watching him, and sometimes he just dies, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Andrew is notorious for...
It's a very normal death. I'm like, stop.
Andrew,
hey,
dude,
stop.
Question everything, right?
That's what I've been doing.
I guess. I feel like they can get you in trouble. You're getting pulled over. The cops checking. Can I see your license?
Are you a cop?
I don't know.
Like,
really? Could you imagine that? All right, one last thing. What do you think, or what do you want them to improve upon Black Ops' thing? Because there must be something that you think that they could improve on. One thing.
It's perfect.
I'm literally trying to think, because it's so hard to find something that's actually wrong with it. Probably I don't even know how... I don't know if they can fix the cutscenes.
Yeah, probably not.
I would say that, but I actually don't think they can.
I don't think they can either.
No, the zombies is literally fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, Alex. What do you have, like 10 things you want them to change?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not 10, just one, and you already know it. TTK.
That's fine.
I hate the TTK. It's beyond bad. I literally, like, just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to
I feel
play
like
the
this,
game.
just,
have to
this
get
is
used
just
to it.
narrowed down to just you.
I can't
now.
get used to it, dude. I've tried so long, and I
It's
just can't
been
get
out
used
for
to
a
it.
day.
I've been
Yeah.
playing for hours.
I've
You,
literally
but you
only
get
played.
attachments.
You
that
know how
give
long
more
I've
damage.
played that multiplayer?
They're not very
For
good, though.
Maybe 5 hours.
No way.
I've looked at the actual combat record.
That's impossible.
No.
Yesterday we played like for fucking.
I don't
what?
think it's 5 hours, Andrew. I don't know about
It
that.
said 5.
I don't believe that.
No, like
It
on
might be counting
on-
like literally just time in game, so like not time
Yeah.
in menus. So I mean that would help get to 5 hours.
Yes. But I'm saying, like, I mean, well, first of all, Michael said it best yesterday. If these guys are kicking your ass, then clearly it is possible to get used to, and clearly everyone is kicking your ass, so it looks like the only person with the problem is you.
I don't think so. I think there's more people
What?
out there.
But
There's
everyone's
gotta be,
getting their
dude.
kills just fine. The
Yeah.
people that are kicking your ass are killing you just fine. So the TTK
It's
is
either
not a
the
problem.
TTK sucks, which is time to kill, folks, or the weapons just need a rebalancing. They're really bad.
No, wow, no. Actually, no, I would disagree completely on that.
Really?
They're actually balanced very well, in my opinion. Yeah.
You don't see everyone running around with the one same gun. There's a lot of variation.
I see a lot of XM4, a lot of
I see
MP5.
a
That's
lot
the
of
first
just-
gun.
But
It's the very
isn't
It's
it,
the
gun
first
you get.
day.
isn't it one of the best guns though?
No.
You sure?
The best
would we
gun's the
know?
MP5.
None of us are at the top. We've had it for a day.
No, I'm just asking a question.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
say, at least in like the assault rifle category, I don't think there is like a best one. I think
There's your preferred choice. Like Michael loves the XM4, but I
Yeah.
love the Krieg. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I think they're both fine. Like they're different play styles,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they both work.
And this is, I think, there's only 2 right now, but the 2 shotguns they have, I think, are almost equal. Like obviously, like you can kit them out however you want, but I don't think there's one that's actually that much
Better.
worse than the other one. I feel like both of them are good.
I've played with them both in zombies, and they're both very good in zombies.
Yeah.
I don't know about multiplayer.
It's not old school Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 where there's definitively one gun and that's it.
That could change though, right?
Well, yeah, because they're going to add
If
guns.
they do your dumb shit of weapon balancing, then yeah, it might change.
I don't- They could. Hopefully,
Well,
they
they're
do
going to
that.
add more guns, and they have in Modern Warfare, the recent one, they do go back and change them. So if something's wrong, they will fix it or screw it up. But as of right now, I don't think there's a problem. I would say the cutscenes, but that's fucking. I don't even know how to fix that. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
My brain can't wrap around how you even come at that problem.
Yeah.
The only other thing I would mention is probably like the time to actually throw your grenade is super long, but I think they do that because you're able to throw it so fucking far, and you can have 2, like your whole squad could have 2
Oh, yeah,
grenades,
yeah,
and you can
yeah.
just chuck them and just bombard people. I think that is like their little counter to that, being able to throw it so far, and it bounces like a motherfucker. And I'm pretty sure
It
if you
sticks to your feet.
yeah,
when you're walking
I'm pretty sure
around.
if it lands right on your feet and you try to move any direction, I think it'll get caught.
You just kick it around.
and it's stuck.
We're talking about a frag, right?
Yeah, I think it will legit get stuck on between your legs, and it's just you're not gonna get rid. You can't walk away from it. So I think their time to actually throw it is long, just to counteract that bullshit. But to me, I'll live with it. That would probably be the only thing, but other than that, it's just the cutscenes.
Zach, was there anything that you think that could be improved?
I mean, the general bugginess, because it is bad right now. But I mean, I think any game coming out in the last 5-6 months, every single one has been a buggy mess when it launched. And that's just, I think, because of the pandemic, people can't get QA done in time. And I mean, sucks, but I mean, it's the reality. One thing I do think that they can change, though, which I would like them to do, and I talked about this when we were talking about the beta, is just some sort of penalty, like aiming penalty, maybe if somebody's just jumping constantly, that they can just keep aiming down the sights and there's no penalty to their accuracy or anything, but it makes them so much harder to shoot. And so when you see the people that are like getting like play of the game or whatever, and they're showing up with like 50 kills, almost every single time when they shoot somebody, they're just jumping the entire time whenever they see somebody, so they're so much harder to hit. I don't think that's a very good mechanic, but I think they should just introduce something to discourage that, or like if somebody does that, make them like hip fire for a second, or like scope them out. Just something to make it so that it's not so we call it sweaty. Like people are just trying so freaking hard, mashing buttons as fast as they can. I think it should be more about like I'm shooting like more accurately than you.
Got it.
I think that's really what it should be about.
Got it.
But other than that, I think it's fine.
Got it. Cool. Well, guys, I did it. I made it all the way to Saturday for the Mandalorian. I almost. I didn't. I didn't almost
complaining last
watch
night
it.
about spoilers.
Well, yeah, because I was seeing them left and right, but I was quick enough to like just swipe ahead, swipe forward, whatever. I was like, oh god, I heard that this is a good episode and like stuff actually happens, and I was like, oh boy.
Where are you hearing this? I didn't hear that at all. I saw like
usually
Mandalorian review. I was like, skip.
Usually some people on Twitter that I follow that are
You should unfollow them. Why don't you mute Mandalorian? The word.
I forgot about that. I forgot you can mute like an entire word, so I'll do that next time. But I was just like, oh man, I can't wait. It's gonna be so cool. And
You just stayed off social media.
well,
until
it's
we
even
watched it.
YouTube too, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I live on.
Oh,
YouTube.
yeah,
What the
'cause
fuck are you
you-
watching? You live and breathe Mandalorian?
No,
Why is this everywhere you look?
Like some people that I'm
Star Wars.
subscribed to, it's the Star Wars. Yeah, it just happens.
Ugh.
It just seems to happen. I'm sorry,
So
Michael.
you've like infused. So you literally can't. You can't wait until 2 days.
I can wait,
Your
but I have to go
life
dark.
on social media is so infused and so like on it to the point where you can't even go 2 days?
I
Not
could,
even
I
2 days.
can, but I would have to go dark. Like do
That's
nothing.
horrible.
I know it is horrible. Like I would just have to do, but I did it. I
such a
made it
bad
through,
situation.
and it was so worth it.
Did it kill you?
Friday the day
Yeah, I was getting a little mad last
I was
night.
getting a little mad because I was like,
Just punching them all.
I got time. I haven't seen the Mandalorian yet, but like we were gonna do the watch party, and then I was like, I just gotta wait one more day. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And then we finally watched it. I gotta say,
I forgot about it, honestly.
you did?
I remembered. Like I saw like one thing that said like it was talking about what might happen. And you're like, oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then after on Thursday night, the only thing I saw was I noticed on Twitter Mandalorian that one of the things on the trending was Mandalorian. And then I think I read something like a little. It was like a news. It was on Twitter. It was supposed to be like a news post. So there's obviously a link, and then obviously the tweet is the headline of the article, and that's all I read. I didn't actually see anything. It was, the picture was some bullshit Mandalorian print, but I didn't see anything. Nothing. That was it. Honestly, once, I guess you can count the trending thing. Like if I can't hold myself back from clicking on it, but. Yeah, I had no problem. I forgot about it.
Forgot about it.
Until you brought it up last night. Like, I'm about to break.
Dude, I can't.
You're sick.
Yeah, I'm
Sick.
like I said, I'm sick. But yeah, it was just like, oh, I gotta make it.
You've taken my. How does it feel to take my mantle away of the binge machine?
Oh, dude, it feels good. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't. This was not your opinion when I
Well,
was.
it's also
when I had this.
It's
Task.
not very hard to out binge you because your binging has like depleted quite a bit.
No. In my heyday, I was almost unstoppable.
I know. In your heyday.
I'm saying back then it was reversed. You wouldn't binge anything. I would.
Yeah.
Now it's reversed.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? You are the monster now.
It feels good.
No. Okay. So I guess it's okay. It's terrible if anyone else does it except you.
No,
The
not
hypocrite.
if somebody binges something like today, and I'm in my mentality like how I am today, I would have no problem with it
I think it's more.
because I
think
do
it's
it all the
better
time.
to do it like during the day, where you have sleep and you can actually focus. But when you do it at midnight to 8 a.m. or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
and then you're
What
like,
was it for?
I don't remember. The Witcher, great
Oh,
example.
The Witcher. Okay, no. But I didn't watch the entire series or season. I finished. I stopped at like episode 6, so I
It's
had
like
2 more left.
2 episodes left.
Oh, but dude, I was so hyped for The Witcher. Like my hype for that
Oh,
show.
I was too.
My hype for that show
And I
was
watched
through
2
the fucking
episodes
roof.
and then went to bed.
I know, but I wanted to see more though, and I was just like, I gotta watch it now, bro. And it's all Netflix's fault. They have it all out there like for you to watch it.
Well, another question I want to ask the group: is it gonna end? It's just Netflix now that does that.
Like, yeah, are they gonna stop doing the dump them all out?
Yeah.
I think so.
Everyone else has stopped.
Yeah, I think so.
Or actually, the other ones don't even do it anymore.
Well, the reason that they don't do it is because they don't have as much content as Netflix does.
I don't think that's it.
I think it is.
I think they do it for hype.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you do the Netflix style, you get one fucking day, maybe a weekend of hype, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you do it weekly, you have a fucking whole month, 2 months of hype.
But I feel like especially with like Disney Plus and Mandalorian, that's like the only show that they have, right?
They have other shows. What are you talking about?
Really? Who's subscribing for like fucking those shows though?
Who? I'm not here to say.
Andrew.
Just because I do not know.
Altered Carbon.
That's not that. Not that.
Nope,
What I'm
you
saying
made
is that nobody's gonna subscribe to Netflix for Altered Carbon. Maybe him. But
can't now.
what I'm saying is that there wasn't any, still isn't that many shows out there on Disney Plus
Yes,
besides
but on
Mandalorian.
other I told you, Netflix is the only platform that does this.
Because-
Amazon stopped. HBO Max doesn't even do that. It's just Netflix.
Because they have so many goddamn shows.
The other
Okay, hang on.
platforms
Can we talk about
just-
talk about the Mandalorian? Because I had some things to say about these last couple
You
episodes.
just interrupted the
You
conversation.
you go.
Because I
Should we say
didn't like where this
spoilers?
rabbit hole we were going. Yeah, spoiler
Alert.
If you made it this far in
Everybody.
the fucking episode and have not
you're
seen
not
the
caught up.
Mandalorian,
Yeah,
Goodbye.
it's been wild episode.
get the fuck out of here.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm over Baby Yoda eating everything. When he started eating those eggs, I was like, "Come on, are you kidding me? Like, why is this fucker always hungry?"
He
He's a
can't
baby.
do anything else. I think that's
Baby,
it.
he's hungry. They eat everything.
Have you seen how small he is?
Yeah.
He's just fucking shoving
But
those
that was
things
part
down.
of the humor. Is that like he's all tiny, and then in the first season he ate that entire frog that's like the size
Yeah.
of him.
He's a fucking.
Yeah, but
he's
it's
a,
like Alex. They've gotten the one joke, and they're just going away with it.
Yeah. that's
I
what I said.
understand
episode.
your pain. I feel the same way, but then again, what else can he do?
Yeah.
In the a lot of the
know.
situations, there's literally nothing else
Mm-hmm.
for him to do. Like I think, obviously, they cut to him where Mando literally talks to other people, and just to show Baby Yoda. I'm pretty sure they do that just one that show him he's right there, and then two the cute factor. That's it. There's
Mm-hmm.
no other reason, and he can't do. So part of the problem with the practical effect of him is that they literally can't do anything.
Mhm.
And then I was thinking about this earlier. Eventually, all right, I'm gonna just throw this out there. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but I'm assuming if this
No, we
show
have to.
goes well, Baby Yoda is gonna be a main character in something else, other than this show. And I was thinking, if that happens, he can't be CGI, or is he gonna be CGI or practical? Is he gonna be an actual person in costume with a giant Yoda head, or is he gonna just be CGI like in the prequels?
I have a feeling that can't happen.
Can't happen.
Can't happen.
Why?
Because we already have a Yoda. We know what they look like. We know what they can do.
There's multiple Yodas.
But we had the Grand Master, Yoda himself. This guy's not even a Yoda. Or he is a Yoda, but his name's not even Yoda. We don't
And?
even know what his name is.
And
Baby Yoda.
What are we going to show him do? He's so
he has
small.
a name.
The child.
No, I've heard that there is a name.
Oh, I'm sure there is, but we haven't heard it.
I don't know that.
But you're saying like they're going to take
I'm
him
saying-
and
I
put him into the...
Yeah, I'm saying that there's a chance that if this all goes well, he turns up in other Star Wars content.
Possibly.
As not the baby though.
As
Like
a Yoda.
So that would have to be like way far in the future. Then.
like there's time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
because he's
he
already,
obviously grows up.
centuries, like
he's
a couple
50
hundred.
years old.
Oh, 50 years old. That's going to take a while. That's another thing I wanted to say. I don't know if it's because I'm not very Star Wars-y, like I'm familiar with it, but the names, they keep throwing out names of people, like I knew who Ahsoka was, but when those X-Wing pilots were saying like, oh, like you have a warrant out for killing this person, or
Is Bill Burr?
you rescued like this person and this person. I was like, I don't remember any of these people. They're like, oh, but you saved this person. And I was like, who was that? Was that the chick that he was with in season 1? I can't keep track of them. It doesn't help that the names are so ridiculous too. But it makes sense. They're not going to name them like Frank,
Mike.
Dave. Yeah, Mike.
Exactly.
That's just me though. It's a personal problem. I can't keep track of. I'm not paying attention to it though. Like, okay, that's that guy's name.
Mhm.
That's this person's name. But it frustrates me that I don't remember. Because I feel like I'm just going through it, not remembering any of them.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But overall thoughts on the episode 3.
Great.
The newest one.
Great.
Great. Michael? Even though you didn't know much about the new characters.
I thought it was
introduced.
freaking cool. I loved how they were like, I don't know. I guess the closest thing I could think of was Spartans from Halo. I feel like that was another thing I was thinking of.
Mhm.
Those Mandalorians, man, they're awesome. They took on all those people on the ship. Speaking of which, the effects for that ship were gorgeous.
Yeah. Really good.
When they showed it flying off, I was like, this looks good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like ass. It doesn't look like fucking the dragons from The Witcher.
I know.
It looks good.
Looked really good. Their effects in the show are really good. Really good.
Yeah.
It's because they can save all their CG budget because they use like practical sets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, okay, we have like one CG shot per episode. Here's like millions of dollars go.
Yep.
Even the bug scene in the second one, that was really cool. Where
The
they're all-
spiders?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're like chasing them.
Those were
I
good
loved
too.
it.
Yeah. I love this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is like the first episode. I think in the entire series where we get like an actual connection to like Clone Wars and Rebels. I think with the characters. You don't know this, Michael, but the character in the show, she said her name. Her name is Bo-Katan. She's in Rebels and in Clone Wars, played by the same actress. And I thought that was super cool to have her come back and play that role again.
The redhead?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's part of the Clone Wars and Rebels and pretty big character. And I thought it was really cool because finally we get like some like sort of thread how that all kind of connects in a way. And obviously the mention of Ahsoka, so she's in the show. Hopefully, that's gonna be really cool. But I feel
So then,
like
did you already know what she was talking about when she's like, "Where is it?" She's just like,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm looking for, or whatever."
because finally that was the thing from the last season that they were looking for. It was the Darksaber, the main thing. And I was like, thank God, finally we get something on Moff Gideon and the Darksaber because we haven't got anything on that yet. So like the episode brought in things from Clone Wars and Rebels and continued things from the previous season. So it's like, yes, finally, we needed this. Because the past 2 episodes were good, but they didn't have any like connective tissue for the previous season. So I was like, come on, let's get going. But yeah, really good episode. Enjoyed it quite a bit.
His poor ship, fuck, it's taking a beating everywhere he fucking goes.
Oh hell yeah!
That's like a common thing, and even in the Rebels and Clone Wars, that kind of shit. Where like, oh, the ship's about to bust.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to just be like done. He's just holding on for like dear life by now.
Yeah.
It's like they're gonna be in space one day. It's just gonna.
Wasn't
blow
the
up.
original
Yeah.
kind of like that? Like episode 4, like the Millennium Falcon was supposed to be this piece of junk, like falling apart. And
But it was really good
terrible.
in
And then, like, episode 5, it's
Episode
like
5, it was like
falling apart again.
Apart. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just the thing
So, I
that
mean,
they
at
do.
least there's that common thread with it.
Yeah.
Keeping that theme where
Also-
the protagonist just has a piece of shit car.
These bandits and shit, they keep trying to get this MF's either the baby or the armor. I don't know who. Like, at this point, they should just be like, we can't get it. We've sent so many
Quit.
people after. He keeps kicking all. No one's been successful.
Oh, dude, can we say that this season Mandalorian is no longer an idiot? Like he gets shit done
Yeah.
now. He's actually
Yeah.
good. Because last season he had everybody come save his ass. This
Yeah.
season he can do everything by himself. I'm like, thank God that changed.
Yeah.
Because like everybody was like, because at the end of this episode, Mando saves the rest of the gang. He gets all shot up in the process, but like, you know, it was hella cool.
Also, fuck, no one can hit in between the seams of his armor. He's only covered his
No.
shoulders,
Gotta-
chest, and like his thighs.
You have
No.
to think of stormtroopers equivalent to grunts. They're just there to get killed.
Writing wise.
I mean, they even said it in this episode. Like, oh, don't worry, they're just stormtroopers. Like, they can't hit the side of. They said something Star Warsy, but it's basically the equivalent of the side of a barn.
But there was a shitload of them shooting at him in that hallway. I was like,
I mean,
no
one had a
not
machine
one
gun.
shot. Not one shot got his ass.
Yeah, dude. Well, I don't know. That's just how they. That's the thing, though.
You gotta build up for the end.
You can't let stormtroopers just kill you like that. You got to keep going. There's more
Could have at
episodes.
least like
Not
nicked him in
kill
the
him.
arm or
Just
something.
get him somewhere. Get hit once.
Maybe.
Like
possibly.
when he got up, like it looked like he was limping. I'm like, oh, thank God! Like at least they're gonna say like, oh, like he may have gotten like just like a little bit of like a burn on his arm or something.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
nope.
Well, maybe next episode we'll
Jump
see
right
like
off
he
the
got
ship.
like a bit of a burn or something. I don't know, but yeah, good episode.
Poor guy too. Every time he comes across another Mandalorian, first thing they do, take off their helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Son of a
Poor
bitch.
That was the
Again,
thing because
again, another one.
when you watch Clone Wars and Rebels, they don't keep them
They
on.
all do it.
They
Yeah.
take them off. So when I was like wondering, like, wait, why is his helmet still on? Like what's the reason? But then they explained that he's a part of like
He's
a,
like a isolated fucking
he's a
cult,
cult
that's
from
like-
Mandalore.
brainwashed him.
They brainwashed him. Never take off the helmet. So like, I'm pretty sure like the rest of that cell of Mandalorians is still out there. So they're probably gonna, run into them again possibly. Well, maybe he'll take his helmet off. Maybe we'll see Pedro Pascal's face again.
Let other people
Not
see
that
it.
important.
What'd you say?
I said let other people see it, and then Michael said not that important. And honestly, yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is just Hollywood's scheme of getting us ready for Halo.
Ooh.
What?
What?
You don't think
Think
that?
about it. Master Chief's basically just a part of some space cult like the
This is the
Mandalorian.
test.
To see if it works.
Uh,
The face
if
off.
people
person
don't
that-
riot
yeah,
when
person that
Pedro
doesn't show their
Pascal
face.
takes off his helmet, Master Chief will.
Dude. Yeah. Fuck yeah. They'll riot more with Master Chief. They'll hate it.
Yeah,
Zach will hate
probably.
it. For sure. There's no way he would like it.
What, the show in general?
It would
No, if he
depend on
takes his
how they
helmet
do
off.
it.
Yes, it depends on how he does it.
Because I mean, they could do it right, and then I'd like it. But I mean, there's many, many more ways they could do it wrong and ruin it.
Oh, Zach, did you see that they recast Cortana?
Yeah.
So
I'm happy about that.
that's pretty
'cause
cool.
I wanted Steve Downes, the voice of the actor in the games. I wanted him to do the voice for Master Chief if he was going to be in the show, but I guess they figured they're probably going to have him take off his helmet, so they need,
That
an
guy has
actual
to do it.
actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would probably be really weird because
It'd be
he's
weird.
got an old gravelly voice.
That could be like Darth Vader,
Could be.
James Earl Jones, and then some wrinkly old white guy in the.
But then
suit.
when he takes off his helmet, doesn't his voice change?
His voice is
Yeah.
like kind of like old and raspy a bit.
Because he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they would have to do that too, but then there'd be no. It wouldn't make any sense. Like, oh, I'm just gonna take off my helmet and completely different voice.
And also like Darth Vader's voice or suit helmet kind of keeps him alive a bit, like helps him breathe and stuff. So there's that little bit of a leeway to sort of get away with it.
If that's,
I think they'd be better off just not having Chief take off his helmet. Shit.
I would
That-
agree.
That would
but
be a slap in the face if
But
they
it-
do it
yep.
there before the game.
I
The
think
game's
they
been
will.
out for so long.
They did it in the game,
Nah.
but you didn't see his face. Like you saw his
Then they didn't do
eyes,
it.
the outline of his
Then
eyes.
they didn't do it. That doesn't
no,
mean
No,
anything.
Michael's saying they need to take off his helmet and see his face. It doesn't count if he just takes it off. And
Not
you don't
just
see
the
his
eyes.
Not just the okay, yeah. I could see that. I don't know.
No, because that shit, like, what happens in Star Wars, that's old Hollywood. Because now every time, especially in, like, singing, they want the motherfucker that's acting to sing, too.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want old school, like, oh, we have the actor, and then we have the guy that sings.
Like in Frozen.
For that, or, like, what is that movie called? The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a separate guy for
there
that
is?
and that, yeah. And then a lot of those other movies, too.
Mhm.
Now it's like, okay, whoever's gonna, like Aladdin, whoever's genie needs to fucking sing.
Yeah.
So you get Will Smith, so you don't get, and then it's in every movie now.
Speaking of
Yeah,
Will
yeah,
Smith,
yeah.
All of them have to do it, and I think it's the same for Halo. Like whoever's doing Master Chief needs to do the voice too.
Yeah.
So
Did you see the picture of Pablo Schreiber with his mask on?
yeah,
Like half the mask.
That looked cool.
That was sick, dude.
I was like, hey, maybe they're
noticed
gonna
it,
get
like-
it right.
I had to look closely. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Chief's mask. Because I thought he was just wearing like a mask for the coronavirus.
If they sold those as masks, I would buy one.
a lot of people
Dude,
would buy those.
that'd
just
be
get
sick.
a motocross helmet.
I've seen those.
Same thing.
Those always look terrible.
So far, this one looks pretty legit.
It looks,
Like, it looks
high
good.
quality.
And that's supposed to come out next year, right? The show?
They have never wavered in their release window of spring 2021.
Shit.
Alex, you need to learn by now. Just stop. Just
So-
stop counting on when they say it's gonna come out. All right.
I should.
It needs to be the literal day before, or whatever it says.
Mm.
Then it's like, all right, it's probably gonna come out tomorrow.
Like, hey,
I mean, on the
last
bright
minute.
side, they started filming again, so
That's a good.
they're getting closer. That's all
Oh,
we can say is they're getting
one-
closer.
Tomorrow,
One
news
step
article.
closer.
I'd
Stop
Cancel.
filming.
I did some
Cancel.
deep diving
Someone gets the plague.
on
It's
Halo,
over.
and so they're filming in Budapest, Hungary.
Yep.
And
No, Budapest,
you know
Wyoming.
what planet speaks that
Earth.
speaks Hungarian primarily?
Nope.
In the Halo universe? No.
Oh no, Jupiter. My bad.
No. Reach. Apparently.
Oh,
You knew that, Zach, right?
Yeah, but it's not just Reach.
I know it's not just Reach, but it's more familiar to the audience.
so not Jupiter.
No, not Jupiter. No, but I didn't know that. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So they could potentially be,
I
the
don't
show
care
could be on
about
Reach.
I don't care.
Oh, come on. You don't want to see the Halo show?
I want to see it, but I don't like playing this. Ooh, if. I like
You
to
went
just.
so
I
far
like.
to
Yeah,
connecting
it's
the
very
languages
far
and
away. The people making it probably have an idea of what's gonna happen, like a set stone like idea. So us, conspiracizing this means nothing. It's just a waste of time.
Oh, dude, but
So I just like to, once they give out some info, then we can talk about that. But if they have shown nothing, there's no fucking point.
But dude,
I
conspiring.
could just say Spider-Man can come in and help Chief kill the Hulk or something.
But you don't.
And
Think,
it's just as equally valid as The Witcher and him fight Voldemort.
The Witcher and him.
Who's The Witcher? Geralt? Yeah,
Geralt.
Geralt and him fight
Geralt.
Voldemort.
Oh, okay.
We could do this literally all day because
But
they've said
isn't
nothing.
conspiring so goddamn fun though?
No, it's a waste
You don't
of time.
think it's fun?
No, this is why you disappoint yourself. You're coming up with shit.
Most
and
of the
then
time,
you're like,
most
this
of the
isn't
time I
happening."
do, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't.
Do you ever look at yourself in the mirror like you did this? You tricked me.
Never.
Monster.
Never.
You're the person that made you go through all that Star Wars pain is
Yeah,
you.
you're like
Oh, yeah,
you're like
I know
Willem
that.
Dafoe in Spider-Man.
No, I know.
Green Goblin.
What you just said, Andrew, I know that for a fact.
Then why do you continue to go on this path of ruining
He
things
can't
for
stop.
yourself?
He is a
I
sick
can't.
man.
I'm a
sick man.
sick man. There's no cure for me.
Oh,
So whenever it happens, it's just another cycle of just going through it again and again and again. There's nothing I can do about it. But that's just part of me. That's why I have so much fun. That's why I smile.
that's not fun,
That's
man.
why I smile so much.
You weren't smiling when you watched the Return of the Jedi or whatever that's called, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, well, that was just plain out bad, though. There was nothing that could have saved that. That was just bad. Horrible. You haven't seen it, so why even...
I'm able to smile because I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes me so mad.
I still haven't seen it.
I know. You know what? I don't believe you.
I haven't seen it.
I think you say that for clout.
I actually
Like,
haven't
I
seen
haven't seen it. You saw it.
it. Well, now it's too late. You've told me so much about it.
The only clout Andrew has is over you, and that is not worth Andrew's time.
Ooh, I think it is, though, Michael. I think
No.
it is. I think you're dead wrong on that.
Look at him, conspiracy again.
There
There
we
you
go
go
again.
again.
It's just part of my natural brain functioning. I have to conspire.
To just jump to conclusions
Oh, yeah.
all
The
the time.
sickness. It's
Well,
invaded the rest of
okay,
his mind.
So I conspire
He's
things.
being invaded. It's under
You-
attack.
And then you question everything. So I think we
you-
can say that we're
Okay.
both even.
Okay, you say question everything as if I go about my day. Is this water? I don't know. I put water in it, but it could be soda. I don't know. Or is this my phone? It could be a bomb. I don't know. It's
Cookie.
my phone. I bought it. This is air. It could be anything else but air. I'm breathing anyway.
The sad thing is...
I don't do that.
But the thing is, I believe you do that every day.
There he goes again.
Like, you could have a water bottle.
Another
It would be
conspiracy.
empty. And it would be empty. And then you'd be like, I thought I filled this up. Like that. I could see that happening.
Don't do that
I know.
at all.
I know. But like to the extent of when the things that you do that with, it is so like easy to think that you would do that
What?
with such small things. That's what I'm saying.
But if I do, it's like a second, 2 seconds of thought. You will go
That was
hours.
that was like 5 seconds. What I just did.
I don't do
Okay.
this all the time.
Last item on the agenda I want to cover. I want to do this real quick. Andrew, you're not allowed to tap out, all right? Because this revolves all around you.
All right.
The coffee thing. Alex, you sent a snap of Andrew's coffee to me.
I didn't tell you.
And
that.
it
Oh,
was
this is easy. I don't even have to tap
sitting
out.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, bring it.
It was Andrew's white ass coffee, and Alex takes a picture and sends it to me. And in our circle, Andrew is how would I
Notorious.
phrase it? You're notorious for leaving his coffee and letting it get cold. What I imagine is Andrew pours the coffee and then just walks away to his room, starts watching something, gets distracted. Next thing you know, it's an hour later, and he's like, oh shit, my coffee. Let me go get it. I want to know what's actually happening here, because I don't know whether to believe Andrew or Alex. So please tell me.
Who are you asking?
Both of you.
Who do you want to go first?
I want to hear Alex first, because he
right.
conspiracizes, and then...
Yeah, I
Andrew
mean,
can
after
tell
this
the truth.
episode, how could you possibly take anything Alex says seriously? He just admitted that. Yeah, I'm a conspiracy about everything all the time.
Pretty much everything.
What? Just lost all credibility.
So
sir.
the snap that I sent you that week was probably the first or the second time that he has done that, and literally left his coffee just there sitting. And by the way, that coffee was like what, 90% cream.
It's not. There you go again.
It looks like it though from the picture. It
look
looks
like
just like it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was like probably the first or second time that you've done it. The other times you forget it when it's like right in front of you, and then either you'll forget it or you just baby sip it the entire time, and then it just gets cold like that. But that was like one of the first times I've seen you actually forget about it, if you did forget or you knew about it and just waited to do things. That's what I think.
All right, go ahead, Andrew.
Okay, so when it's over there and I'm not there, I don't forget about it. I know it's there. I'm just doing other shit. So you may think, he just forgot it. He's an idiot. And I don't forget it. I'm doing other shit. And now, to play part of this, I'm assuming you don't like drinking your coffee cold at all.
I don't.
So you drink it super fast.
Yeah.
So I do not care. If it goes cold, obviously I will drink it cold if I want to. If not, I could easily put it in the microwave, heat it up, or dump it and make more hot coffee. Okay? I'll do either or. So when I just leave it there, first of all, those 2 times I didn't forget about it. I'm just doing other shit. And then when I do shit, I go slow. And I don't have to be in a rush because I don't care if it's cold or it gets cold.
Yeah.
I don't have to drink it at that temperature that it comes out. So that's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm actually playing games, when I'm streaming, I will forget about it. Not like, oh, it's right there. When I'm playing, it's like, well, I don't have to take a drink right now. I could just keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I will drink it and I will finish it. It is cold. I don't care.
You still think it tastes good though when it's cold?
It's not as good, but it's not bad enough for me to actually get up and go heat it up or make more.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
And what do you think about that when you hear that, Michael?
I was just confused as to why Andrew would pour it and then just take off. Because to me, anyone in my family, me, any adult I see, they pour the coffee, they take it with them after they're done. So I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Why does Andrew just pour it and then leave?
Yeah, that was
the weird
Why
part. Don't you get the stuff done like beforehand and then the coffee comes at the end? Like, I got it,
Michael.
All right, now I'm gonna sit down and drink it. That's why I'm so confused.
He's his own boss, though. He can do whatever he wants.
I understand. It's like he's going out of his way to not do it normally.
And that was the first time I think I actually saw him like literally just put it there
You
and
caught
go
him
do something else.
Yeah, and Alex's brain is like, oh my god, I caught him. He's fucked now, but I'm recording it.
It's like catching Bigfoot. Alex is like behind the curtain, like, oh, he did it.
Nessie, I got him.
But dude, come on. I mean, but that was after like 15 or 20 minutes.
Yes.
That coffee's done. It's gone.
It's poison.
That day that you sent it, I literally heated it up. I'm sorry that I can actually do that.
You can.
I laugh that it gets to that point of it's fresh. He hasn't taken a sip. He needs to heat it up.
You got the best drink in the morning.
Doing other stuff. I'm sorry.
But could you explain why you do everything so slow?
Oh, I do. Oh, perfect.
Get a load of this.
Okay. So I do, like, my normal tasks of the day, I do it slow because I don't want to forget anything. Like, I'm not actually like, oh, if I'm late, oops, there goes, I don't know, whatever punishment would happen. That doesn't exist. So I enjoy doing things slow because if I do them fast, like, let's say I have to go to school or something. Like, I have to do all the bullshit, get my backpack, make sure I'm dressed, make sure I'm clean, eat, do all that shit, make sure everything's back. If I do that fast, I will forget one or multiple things. It's just going to happen. It's happened so many times when I used to go to school that I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to be late. I don't care anymore. I don't want to forget anything. Because if there's an assignment, because back in school, like especially if it's like a 1 hour class, if you forget like not homework but like actual materials, there is no point in going at that point. Like, am I just gonna sit there and like just absorb class and that's it? Like, no, fuck that shit. At that point, it's like, all right, not going. So I go slow so I don't forget anything. Do you understand? Now this guy, I don't know why he doesn't think that's important when he knows that I do forget things a lot. So you should appreciate that I actually take the time out of my day to consciously make this decision.
I'm glad that you
Let's make sure I don't forget anything.
I'm glad that you're taking time. But I feel like it's
but
so much. It's so long, though. It's so slow. Like,
Sorry.
dude, wake up earlier. Do some before. Do something.
I'm sorry.
It's so slow. That's the thing. Like, it's unbearably slow. And it's not just me that says that.
I do not care how slow it is. It is the right speed that I don't forget anything.
Uh-huh.
That's the whole reason I do it.
How do you function in this world? Just gonna be late all the time?
Yeah.
To everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Your job?
Yeah. What do you mean? I'm never late.
Job every day, dude.
Your job, work, meetings,
Yeah.
reunions. You're gonna be late your entire life.
Yeah. I would rather sacrifice being late than forgetting anything.
What if it's like one thing you have to bring?
Isn't that bad? That's why I go slow so I don't forget the one thing. You're saying, why would, like, isn't it fine just forgetting the one thing? The one thing is supposedly important.
But one thing, would it really take you that long to remember to bring
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because if I don't go slow, I'm going to go really fast, and I'm bound to forget something. And it may be very important to the point where I have forgotten my wallet or my phone or my ID. It has happened.
I know.
And I don't want it to happen again. God!
Thank you, Andrew, for the clarification. I feel better now. It was
See,
such
look
an
how,
enigma
look.
in
And
my
then
mind.
Alex, you don't want to end up like this guy.
I just don't forget it.
No, I'm talking about you making conspiracies about every little thing I do, and then you blow it up like it's DEFCON 1.
I have to do
And then
that.
you make Michael words
It
sick.
makes my life fun.
I am. I don't know since I don't know what's happening there anymore as much as I used to.
Because if you get it
Before
from
COVID.
Alex, it's just God,
Hey,
twisted.
You don't know. You don't know
morphed,
what kind of
added, subtracted.
fragmented reality you're
It
getting.
makes everything more fun.
Michael did not seem like he was having fun when he asked that question.
No, I think
He
he
was
did.
genuinely worried.
He wanted to get to the bottom of
genuinely
that.
confused and worried and.
I thought Andrew's memory was going. I thought he was on his way out of life. Like Andrew's he's getting his coffee. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming today.
Oh, you're no problem.
No problem. Michael,
I'm signing us
send
off.
it off. Do it.
All right. Thank you everybody for listening to episode. What is this?
96.
Oh,
96. Did you say 10,000, Andrew?
2,000.
Maybe next year. Maybe we'll hit that many next year.
All right.
You guys know where to find us. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean.com, YouTube. I want to give a quick shout out too. Hopefully the news is up pretty soon, but our boy Jared just proposed to his girlfriend.
What? You kept that a secret?
Yeah. I didn't keep it a secret.
Did you just find out
He just
like
did it.
a minute ago?
No, like halfway through today's episode, but by the time Jared listens to this, we
Oh.
can say,
It'll
Jared,
happen.
congratulations
Congratulations.
on your engagement. We're very happy.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Great
The
job.
wedding's
Jared.
going to be awesome. Don't invite Alex. If you do,
Hell
no flasks.
no.
Be very careful.
Don't invite Alex.
If you don't invite me, there's gonna be no fun. Just saying.
Oh, that's a threat. That's a threat. He is no longer invited.
Might be 10 times boring, but yeah, go ahead, Michael.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time.